I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mel.
Girl, let me tell you, I only had maybe a little less than half of that drink.
When you're drinking, you just gotta drink more.
I am a strongly worded email.
Actually, that feels in line, though.
That is not true.
No, listen. And every now and again, when somebody get out of line, you just yell, "Pop the trunk."
I'm the juice to her gin. Did we hit record?
Is it working? Is it on?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gin and Juice podcast. I am Melissa.
And I am Melanie.
And we are the Gin and Juice dynamic duo. Before we get started, we want to thank our sponsor,
HelloFresh.
Who you will hear more about later in the episode. We are real life sisters. We get on here and talk about what the heck we want to talk about.
Amen.
Everything and absolutely nothing at all is the essence of this podcast. If Seinfeld was a podcast, it would be called Gin and Juice.
Hilarious.
Okay. We always start with the segment.
Did you watch Seinfeld?
No.
Oh.
Well, I've watched it post.
Oh.
Like before the hype. I'm sorry, after the hype of it all.
You've watched like
in syndication.
Seasons of it?
Oh, absolutely not. I've watched episodes.
Okay.
Yeah. I've definitely seen a few episodes. I've definitely not watched a single. No. But Kev has watched it before. Episodes. I don't know that he sat down and watched it either. But it's like one of Tony Baker's favorite shows.
What about it makes you feel like this would be their podcast?
Oh, because they say that show is about, it's a show about nothing. What is the whole idea? It's a show about nothing, right?
Oh.
There's like a saying associated with the show. I think that's what it is. This is a show about nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah, it's a day in the life of...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a show about nothing. It's like a joke. It's like a running joke on the show, or somebody, the creator said it or something like that, and it kind of caught on as like, that's what they say the show's about.
Got it. Okay. Sorry. Keep going.
Yeah. Okay, so we start with the story we like to call long story short, which is a great way to start because we always start that way, but also because it's a continuation from last week's episode. So tell the people the situation.
So last week, y'all saw, right? We were talking about Melissa's 40th birthday, and she said very specifically, I kind of wish I would have did something for it because I kind of want to do something. And the backstory is Kev had already texted me and said, Liz don't want to do nothing, but I want to do something. I don't know what to do. And so we have a back and forth of respecting Melissa's feelings.
Yeah, because I didn't want to do anything.
Because you didn't want to do anything, but also celebrating this major milestone for her.
Yeah.
And so I go into our podcast like, okay, she says it's fine. And then you literally say, I kind of wish I would have did something. So then y'all saw me grab my phone.
Yes.
And I immediately text Kevin, we have to do something. Are you watching the podcast? We have to do something and do something, John.
Do something, John. Hopefully you guys get that reference.
Yes. And so we then put together a plan.
Yes.
To do something. Melissa and Kev were going already to Vegas
for the Stellar's weekend.
The Stellar weekend. And I actually had... You guys left on Thursday.
Yes.
We were trying to figure out when Greg and I can come, but I had my pitch for the show was on Friday, and it was supposed to be in person. So I was like, I can't do. Does it even make sense for us to come? Because it's going to be Friday after the pitch. Granted, it's a short flight, but like it's going to be Friday after the pitch. And then they're only there till Sunday, and like it was events, blah blah whatever. Regardless, we were like, we're just gonna come. We're gonna come immediately after the pitch. And then I was like, we got somebody else has to come.
Yeah.
We gotta figure it out. So I just sneak text Sharice. And I was like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Are you free? And she was like, I can be. And I was like, yeah, so like this is what the plan is. And then we got Shari in, and of course Kev's all in. And so we together
manufactured this beautiful surprise. That was really, really nice. It was really, really nice. I did not know Mel. The thing about it is, on the day Mel arrived, I talked to Mel.
Oh, that's the other part.
2-3 hours prior, because she had the pitch. So she was telling us the pitch.
Even prior to that, like after we had arranged this plan, Melissa's like, hey, we're going to be in Vegas. Can you guys take Joe to soccer practice?
Yes.
And like literally we had all been side texting. Me, Greg, and Kev have like a separate text. And so Melissa texted that and Kev was like, just say yes, just say yes. So I was like, yeah, we'll take him to soccer practice. And he was like, I'll get it together. So anyway, fast forward to Friday.
Forward on the day of, me and Kev are, we were like shooting our Get Ready With Me. Because this is literally as we're walking out the door to do the, what's the podcast we did? Dear Future Wifey. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, we're shooting the video and I knew we were going to be busy. So I set an alarm in my phone, okay? Because listen, there are a lot of moms who remember a lot of things. I'm not one. I have to set reminders, okay? So I set a reminder in my phone to trigger my memory. Hey, ask Mel, hey, don't forget, you got to pick up Joe because Mel lives down the street. So, you know, whatever. Yes. And to tell Joe to make sure he's ready. Text Mel. She's like, yep, I'm on my way. Text Joe. He doesn't respond.
Meanwhile, I'm at the hotel.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm finna be there.
Right. So, which was weird, but like, it was coming together, but it wasn't really coming together because I just talked to Mel and she was at the pitch. So it wasn't all the way coming together. So what black person doesn't check their ring? I'm the black person. I always check my ring. So as soon as I hear the thing, I'm like, oh, that must be Mel. She just told me she's on the way. Like literally it was right after. So I'm like, that must be Mel. Joe hasn't responded back. Let me make sure Joe knows Auntie Mel is there. And I see him walking out with Auntie Mel. Otherwise he's going to be late for practice. So I look, it's Tony Baker.
Greg said too, he was like, watch Melissa look at the ring.
I'm like, Kev, why is Tony Baker at the house? And this is when I was like, something's up, but it wasn't, I still wasn't guessing that they were coming here because I just talked to Mel. That was like literally what I was holding on to. So I see Tony Baker and I'm like, Kev, why is Tony Baker at the house? He's like, I don't know, maybe Mel, I don't know. And I'm like, that's so weird. So I go to try to tell Tony, like, why are you at my house? You know, you can talk on the ring, but I couldn't figure it out quick enough. So I text him, matter of fact, let me tell you what Tony said. So I text Tony, why are you at my house? Like, this is weird. And Tony doesn't first of all, he doesn't live that close to just pull up. Yeah. So I'm like, I sent a voicemail. Tony Baker, why are you at my house taking my child? What you doing? Literally, that's what I said. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I'll do it again just in case. Tony Baker, why are you at my house taking my child? What you doing? So then he said, LMAO, soccer, and then he sends his soccer gif. And I'm like, this is so strange.
After I've just said, yeah, on my way.
Yes. So I'm like, this is so strange, but I'm still not getting it. So we go downstairs, get in the elevator, and I'm like fixing in my mind, like how I'm about to ask Kevin, like, what's happening? Because that wasn't the agreement. Mel just told me she's at the house. Tony's here. Like, what? And I'm trying to figure it out. And then I'm like, I'm finna ask him as soon as we get off this elevator. I got a question. So as soon as we came off the elevator, we turned the corner. We off in this little fancy little situation Kev got us. And Mel and Greg are just standing.
You were just like
on the corner. And I was like,
surprise you.
What are you doing here? And then it like, oh, you know, like, at this point, everything is registering. Like, oh. But like literally, if Mel hadn't had the pitch, when I saw Tony, I would have put it together. But I'm like, the pitch was what? In Culver City?
In basically.
So I'm like, that's not close.
No, yes.
That's not close to Mel's house. So how did she get from, and I know she had to go in the office.
Yeah.
How did she go from there to there and make it to the airport? Fly, granted it's a short flight, but you still got to do the things and get here. Mind you, she had did it.
Yes. Yes. I timed that flight. I was like, okay, so we gonna do the pitch. I'm gonna leave immediately. Me and Greg go to the airport. We got clear. We got all the flights that we gonna get through it all. Get on and you know that flight is like literally 37 minutes.
Like literally, it's so short.
We get there, get in the Uber.
And Burbank is a little airport. Yes. It's not gonna take you no time, which is also true.
I had it timed so perfectly. We were like, get here, take a shower, eat some food, go downstairs, wait. And that's what we were doing.
Yeah, it was freaking fantastic.
So it was great. It was
so
funny.
Then we did, which we need to circle back to the Dear Future Wifey. I don't know how much I want to say, though, because it's going to come out.
Yeah, we can navigate that.
Okay, I'll let you lead a little bit because I don't want to say too much. So then we go to the Dear Future Wifey podcast, do the things. I'm trying to stay and take pictures, and I'm trying to figure out why Mel, Greg, and Kev are stressing me to go. But I'm like, I want to take pictures with the people that are there. Like, I want to say hi to the fans, and then like on the low, I want to take my pictures too.
Yes,
like
because it was an amazing panel. There was like a great people on the panel that was really dope, and Melissa loves to interact and take pictures, which is amazing.
Like, I want to take the pictures, and Mel and Greg are like, or Mel and yes, the three of them. We need to go. I'm
like, go in there and take your pictures, and then come out. And she's like, okay, but I like to do. I know, take the pictures and come out.
And they're literally like telling me like, go in there, take the picture, and leave. And I'm like, I don't understand why y'all are rushing me. Like, if we missed a reservation, like it's gonna be okay. Like, just relax. So anyway, I do it because I'm trying to be good. So I take the little pictures and we leave. Mind you, we still end up being late.
I was gonna say, you did what? You took all the pictures.
I sure did.
And talked to all the people.
I sure did.
Taking forever.
I had a great time. And then we go to STK, which is the sister restaurant of Catch, but the meat, the cow version.
Hello?
Ain't it?
I don't think they're really.
No. And Catch sisters?
No, Catch Steak is sister to Catch. STK is just STK.
I thought Catch Steak was STK.
Oh, no.
It's called Catch Steak.
It's called Catch Steak.
Child. I just found that out right now. So we just went to STK. Just forget everything else I just told you. We just went to STK. And we're coming up the elevator. Okay, so this is what happened. Mel misses the shooting moment of me when I saw her and Greg, right? She misses that, which is fine. No problem. When we're on the elevator, this is why I got to say what I think, okay? I saw Mel start doing this. In my mind, she's capturing footage for the vlog. We're going to a new place. She's trying to get the steak logo. She's trying to get us walking. I literally tell myself that because my initial thought was, why would she, because we're on the elevator, I'm like, or the escalator, why would she grab her phone right now?
I'm like this.
Must be for the vlog. It must be for the vlog. Like, I'm trying to make everything make sense, okay? Don't do what I'm doing. Ask your question. So I'm like, it must be for the vlog. So we get off the escalator. They're talking about something, and I'm agreeing. Yes, full on. Yeah. No, I totally understand. Yes, you guys are so smart of people because this is a great point. I understand it. I comprehend it. You guys are smart. And then all of a sudden, I see Shari and Sharice steak door here, and they're on the side chilling.
Just chilling, waiting.
It
was so great.
It caught me so I literally thought the surprise had happened. I really did.
It was truly. Us. You see us every day.
Yes.
It's us again.
Which was great though. Like every time we go to Vegas, the four of us go to Vegas, we have a great time.
Yeah.
Listen, that is more than enough for me.
Yeah.
So seeing Shari and Sharice was like, man, and they're just, Shari and Sharice are a good time.
They are.
They're just really, truly a great time. So it was freaking fantastic. We sat, we ate, which sometimes you don't want to eat out. Sometimes you want to eat in.
Amen.
Because it's much cheaper than eating out.
Every time. And with HelloFresh, you can eat in and eat great. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-proportioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Take a bite out of summer with HelloFresh. From chef-crafted seasonal recipes to their new fresh and fit summer menu, HelloFresh brings flavor right to your door. Like I said, they have pre-proportioned ingredients, which helps cut down on food waste, while step-by-step instructions make cooking a breeze, not a chore. Low-key, that is the truth, because when you have to you have to get the ingredients.
Yes.
You have to figure out what you're going to make. Then you have to get the ingredients. Then you have to prepare the ingredients. And then you got to keep trying to, what do I do next? Where am I at? All of that is not a chore when you have HelloFresh. It's all on a very nice card and a very nice bag. It's amazing. So if you're looking to eat well this summer, HelloFresh's menu features calorie smart and protein smart lunch and dinner options, plus new vegan dinners to choose from. HelloFresh makes it easy to reach your food goals with flavorful recipes that leave you feeling satisfied. I recently made, what did I make? It was like some lettuce wraps,
Ooh, that sounds bomb.
Which was very bomb. And on our endeavor to be a little more healthy. I felt healthy. Anytime I eat green stuff, I'm like, look at me being healthy.
Anytime you replace like bread with lettuce.
You're miles ahead of everyone else.
At this point, I could be a spokesperson.
I've literally worked out all month, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the best. And HelloFresh, of course, can make that easy for you. The other thing, I was thinking about this the other day when I was making my HelloFresh dinner. When I cook, that's not HelloFresh, I always use like the grocery bag and you throw stuff in as you go. But with HelloFresh, I mean, you still kind of do that, but they just make it easy because it comes in this brown, like recyclable bag.
Yep.
And so and then everything is already recyclable. So as you're cooking, you just put it back in the bag. And then when you're done, cleanup is so easy because it's already in the bag.
First of all, don't call me Captain Planet as well.
Listen, I be feeling like, look at me. I'm so efficient.
Yeah, that's
I've
fantastic.
made dinner
and
recycled.
Hello, somebody.
Let me roll it up and put it in the trash. Like, listen,
Gold star.
So easy. HelloFresh is great for a number of reasons. Obviously, I'm like genuinely a fan. So go to HelloFresh.com/juice50.
Juice50.
And use code juice50.
Juice50.
For 50% off plus free shipping. That is HelloFresh.com/juice50.
Juice50.
And use code juice50 for 50% off plus free shipping.
Love, love, love.
Back to it.
So that was freaking phenomenal. Like, truly, thank you. And Kev, I told him over and over. I was like, this was really nice.
No, Kev was amazing. He was like, we have to do things.
Yeah, no, it was really, really nice. Shari posted that friendship is
an underrated.
That's what she said. Underrated medicine.
Yes.
And it was the sweetest caption because I really did feel like the weekend did me good, if that makes sense. Like it felt good to my soul.
Yeah. Good to my soul.
It did. It felt really good to my soul. So really great. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. We did go to the Dear Future Wifey. Kev just said we need to tell the story.
Okay. I think we could tell a version of it.
That's how I'm trying to figure out what's the version that's okay to tell.
Here's what happened. Here's what I'm going to say, just to chime in. So at the Dear Future Wifey podcast, it's an amazing panel. There is Kenny Lattimore and his beautiful wife.
Faith.
Okay, Faith. There is the VP of Hallmark,
Her name
Mahogany.
is Alexis.
Her name is Alexis. There was Lexi,
the singer.
Singer, comedian, all of that. There was Pastor Bishop Marvin Sapp.
Correct.
Okay. And then there was Devon Franklin.
Yes.
And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all too.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's it.
So that was the panel.
Yes, Judge Faith. Mm-hmm.
Judge Faith. Yes, hosted by, again, the host of Dear Future Wife. Because it was the live version of that. And so they were having all these amazing conversations about relationships.
Yes.
And everyone offering a different perspective.
Yes.
Because listen, Kev, obviously you guys know their story. Kenny is divorced. This is his second marriage. Pastor Marvin Sapp and Lexi are widows.
Mm-hmm.
And then Devon Franklin is also a divorcee. How do you call it for men? Divorcee?
He's divorced, child.
He's divorced. And so
I feel like we're missing somebody else, though.
I know. I feel like there was y'all two.
Because
Alexis,
Pastor,
Lexi,
and
Devon,
Lexi.
Marvin. No, that was it.
That was it? I thought there was two. Oh, because I think you're right. Okay.
So then they're having these great conversations. And towards the end, someone on the panel says that
he thinks that women love conditionally, and men love unconditionally.
Yes. Women love with conditions.
That's what he said. Women love with condition.
And men love without conditions.
Yes, correct. And so after he says this response, first of all, there are literal women in the audience like doing this. Like literally doing this and literally like being like, no. Okay. So this happens, right? And he gives his explanation.
Wait, because it's important to give his explanation.
Oh, go for it.
His explanation is that
that's right.
Men will love women who have no money.
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Broke.
Yes.
And they will love you anyway.
Sure enough.
And women require you to have money, financial stability in order for them to love you.
Yes. What he said was like something to the effect of a man could find a woman off the street and love her just like that.
Yes.
And a woman doesn't have that same like
he
capacity.
even called out like a nanny. Like men will love their nannies.
Yeah. So I started itching. Like really, truly, I literally said there was like women, because it's like 95% women in the audience anyway. Yeah. So like literally there's women in the front row and I was like, ooh, girl, y'all, I'm itching. I got to say something. So I said that, you know, essentially, because I'm trying not to tell y'all who it is. So when the episode comes out, y'all can just watch. But essentially I said, with all due respect.
With the respect that is due to
with
you?
The respect that is due unto you. Okay. That you are wrong. Because the reality is that those same men, because what he was saying was millionaires.
Yes.
That's specifically what he said. Millionaire men can love
y'all should see
these women unconditionally, okay? Literally. So I said, oh, well, that's not true because men's value system is just different. Mm-hmm. So the woman that he is with, she gonna be fine. Mm-hmm. She gonna have a body. Mm-hmm. And he is going to expect what he expects from her at the end of the night without excuse, because what do?
Yeah. You ain't did nothing else.
You ain't done nothing. And that would be the condition.
Yeah.
That's the condition. Mm-hmm. Ain't no million. Literally, we had this conversation after, and I wish I would have said it on the panel. That's where the term trophy wife comes from. Mm-hmm. You are just a cute piece of candy to have on my arm. That's the literal definition, so cut it out.
Yeah.
And then I said that, what was the other point? I forgot it again, and I forgot it in real time there.
You did. It was,
Oh, I remember. Then I said, this is the other thing that you have to remember. When women do make money more than the man, the woman is stuck catering to the ego, minimizing herself, sliding the debit card, the credit card over to make sure he feels more like a man, stroking his ego so he doesn't feel like he is less than simply because she makes more money. Uh-huh. And you want to tell me that we don't have are you kidding me?
Exactly.
We're doing all of this bending over backwards and contorting ourselves to ensure you feel like a man. But we're the ones with the condition?
Yes.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Stop.
Listen, I want y'all to know when he said that, I immediately was like, "Ooh, let's gonna take this one. She gonna take this one, and you gonna regret you said that."
It was.
And what did he do after Melissa said her point? He went like this.
He did.
He put his hands up because, sir, your point is so wrong.
It's so wrong.
It is so inaccurate. Amen. You are wrong. This is not the fight. And the other thing we talked about at the table is that you can think that you have a good point in your mind, right? You like, ooh, I'm gonna say this. This is good. Melissa is so informed. And then on top of being informed, she's able to articulate what she has to say in a way that will make you be like, hands up, I give up. I didn't mean that. I don't even know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's exactly like what she did. Everybody was like, yes, quite literally.
Someone gave me $20.
Yeah, the girl went up there like, yes, girl.
Yeah, let me give you this offering.
You are so wrong. Your point is so wrong. And to think that is unfortunate for you.
It was crazy than a mug. I'm not even going to lie to you. It was very, very crazy.
Awkward.
It was very crazy and awkward. But other than that, the night went really well.
Yes.
The panel was great.
Absolutely.
That was just a very funny.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting moment. So yeah, that was really we had a really good time.
Yeah.
I thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it. I had a great 40th. And I'm doing, a lot of people are asking me or a couple people checked in on me on Instagram. And I want you guys to know I am doing better. I've decided to take it one day at a time.
Amen.
So what I tell you today is accurate and is genuinely how I feel. And if in 3 weeks I'm like, this is the dumbest, I still don't know what I'm doing, then let that be that moment too. Okay. But today I feel all right. I am taking it one day at a time. I got some very exciting news from while we were in
Vegas.
The lady we talked to.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to say nothing because ain't nothing in paper yet. But I did get some exciting news, which actually allowed me to know that the framework from which I'm like determined to go down is doing something. Like it means something. Because sometimes I do feel like I need to conform. And what I mean by conform is turn to the like very aesthetic Instagram. And boy, I fight tooth and nail tonight. I really do. I really want to have a conversation about why the Black influencers that win are all aesthetic. And there are white influencers who don't have, they can be less than presenting as perfect and they can still win. And I don't find very many Black influencers that have those same brand opportunities.
Got it.
Which, and I don't mean that as like shade to any of the aesthetic.
Totally.
Get your bag. You hear me? Go get your bag. But I just don't understand why it's not equal for the non-aesthetic white influencers who are also able to get the bag, and you don't see that nearly as recognized on with Black women who are non-aesthetic. And so that does frustrate me. So anyway, that's that. And then go ahead.
Sorry, I just want to ask this, and I want to say it for clarity. When it comes, sorry, I'm going to go back to the Dear Future Wifey and the remark. The remark being that men, as a blanket statement, men love without condition, women love with condition. The fact is that both have conditions.
Absolutely.
It's not that women are the ones that love
100%
without conditions. That's not what Melissa's point was. It was actually that everybody got a condition.
Absolutely.
And I just want to make that clear. I think I saw a comment in there that may be confusing what her point was, and I just wanted
That's a great clarity. That's a fantastic clarity.
What is the way that I just wanted to crystallize?
I wanted to crystallize
that point.
Yes.
Amen.
Because we're a human being.
Yes.
We are people. So the reality is, actually, we had a full discussion about it. I think the closest anyone could get, assuming you're that type of parent, would get to unconditional love is that of a parent to a child. I think that would be the closest you can get, and that's not all, because there are parents who place conditions on their love with the
100%.
children. Okay, but in terms of romantic love, oh no, let somebody cheat on you. You won't. That's a condition. That's a condition.
Yeah.
Let them slap you in the face.
And that's conditions aren't bad.
No, and they're not bad.
That's not a bad thing.
Absolutely not.
To imply that someone has no conditions is the bet. That's a lie.
Yeah, heck no. You need healthy boundaries.
Absolutely.
And healthy conditions. That's why let them slap you in the face. No, you shouldn't let nobody slap you in the face.
Amen.
Let them cheat on you. If your will is that my answer is no to cheating and I need to get up out of here, that's your business. Go on out. That's a condition, and that's okay.
Yes.
Okay,
sorry.
So great clarity. Okay, so that's it on that. What's the next point?
You want to do this?
Oh, listen, I need to pop the trunk on these people. So I went to Jamba Juice, which I often do because there's one up the street from the office. I go in there. I always pre-order because I know I get here usually 10, 15 minutes before we need to start shooting. So I say, let me pre-order so I can just go in there, pick up my stuff, and walk on out. I don't have to be in there long. Well, today, number one, there was probably 15 people. And you know, Jamba Juices be small. Okay, there's probably 15 people in there because it's real hot. But their AC was broken, so it was even hotter up in there. Yeah,
it's hot.
So I walk in. They don't have my stuff together, which it's fine, no big deal. Couple people pick, so I go up there and I say, I just want to make sure you got my pickup order for Melissa. She goes, oh yes, actually it's out here. I'm like, why you didn't put it in the refrigerator? But whatever. So she goes to grab it, and I said, I also got a water. She asked somebody for the water because normally it's in their like little shelf, the little refrigerator thing by the register, but they didn't have any in there. So she was like, oh, let me go grab one. She comes back. She says, actually, we're out of water. Do you want a cup of water? That was my face.
Why?
I said, ma'am, not when I paid $3 for a smart water.
Why would I want?
Why would you think the acceptable answer would be to give me a...
Those don't match.
I understand we talking about water. That's the same. But I paid $3 so it could say smart on it.
Exactly.
That was the whole reason.
In a bottle with a cap.
In a bottle with plastic.
Yes.
And it's supposed to say smart water. Yes. And you want to give me the free Jamba Juice cup and then take it from the faucet that's going to mix with the Sprite and the Pepsi and the Coke and the root beer.
No.
Girl, no, I don't want your sink water.
No, your sink water, literally.
For $3. So I said, no, I don't want that if I pay $3 for the smart water. So her manager said, you should give her a refund. I said, yeah, you
that's
should.
exactly what
You should give me the refund. So I walk over to the register and the guy starts doing stuff. I said, you know what? Because they're busy too. It's a bunch of, like I said, it's a bunch of people. I said, I'll take 2 waffles. Don't even worry about the refund. So that's why I came in here to ask y'all, do y'all want waffles? Because, girl, why in your mind you thought that would cancel each other out?
It don't.
Dear world, it don't work that way. If I paid $3 for a smart water, I want my smart water, or I want my $3 back.
Absolutely.
So yeah, they probably could have, but honestly, they were, first of all, completely stressed out. Okay, it was 4 people in there, 17 people in line. Mm-mm. It was hot because the AC wasn't, and they're running here, there, filling up stuff, grabbing stuff. I said, it's okay. Don't even worry about the $3 on my car. I'll take 2 of your little waffle cones
and be on my way.
Then I'm gonna be on my way.
Wait, I just want to tell you. Just reminded me when you were saying that it was busy. My favorite story. One time I was in Target and it was insane. It was so busy, and there was probably 2 or maybe 3 people, cashiers, and the lines were just like insane. When I tell you, this white woman was behind me, and she called the Target that we were in.
I remember you
she
told me
called and asked to speak to the manager, and then was like, I am in your Target right now. And there is only 3 cashiers, and the lines are ridiculous. You need to send someone else up here because this doesn't make any sense.
That's the best.
She hung up, and do you know more cashiers came? I said, I got to steal that. That is a brilliant idea.
That is a great idea.
Girl, what a great idea.
No. Listen, sometimes we do need to take Karen energy.
Yes.
When they're doing stuff against black people, don't take that energy.
No.
Because they just, you go to jail for it. But that energy?
Was smart.
Listen, let me.
What an effective.
What's the address? Where are we at? This one? Okay, hold on. Yeah. I'm at the one right now. Where are you?
I am in line.
Correct.
Yes.
Because why can you answer my phone call? Why aren't you in line? Do you got extra hands?
Can I speak to the manager for the store you are in?
Correct.
It was great.
Do you know how many people are out here?
Yes.
Do you? No, you're in the back.
I've been waiting for the opportunity to do that again.
No, you absolutely should.
I need to try
this
that.
Is a thing that we all need to do.
Everybody
because
adopt this.
Correct.
Oh, that's hilarious. Anyway.
Yes, sometimes we need to channel our inner white woman.
Yes.
They be doing this stuff and we just be in the line mad.
Yes. Just mad and looking around. Is that another
staring folks in the
trying
face?
To race when a new cashier opens up?
Man.
You got to try to beat the other person. No.
Girl, no.
Call the manager while you're in the store.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Okay, let's go to Black Twitter trends.
Ooh.
I want to talk about Shein and the RICO. The RICO for Shein. So listen, okay, there were 52 pages of the complaint, okay, the filing for the RICO. I read all 52 pages.
Did you really?
I absolutely read all 52.
You are in college right now.
Because here's the thing. They were hilarious. The beginning of the introduction of that complaint was, I cracked up.
Wait, what was funny about it?
They were coming. So the beginning is like, literally, hold on, because I want to read the first part.
Okay.
It's so funny.
I want all the people, the reason why this Shein case, why Mel is getting it, is fascinating, is because when you think of RICO, you think of like gangsters.
Yes.
And like drug dealers.
Yeah.
And the mafia.
Mm-mm.
These folks are selling fast fashion for $1.50.
Girl, literally $1.50. Wait, okay, so this is literally how it opens up. For all the scrutiny given to TikTok, it's surprising that Congress has not considered more dramatic action against the Chinese fast fashion giant Shein. The brand sells more clothing than any other in the world and recently raised capital at a staggering $100 billion valuation.
Wow.
Like TikTok, Shein's business model depends on collecting a shocking amount of data from its customers, which it then reverse engineers into fashion trends. Shein is actually a greater societal threat than TikTok because it contributes to a bunch of stuff. But I read that and was like, why is TikTok catching strays?
Wait, I need to get my butt off TikTok. That's what that just told me.
That's what they be saying. They say TikTok is a wild. They are the amount of data that they're taking.
I remember them saying that, but then I had thought, listen, somebody said, TikTok said, now why am I in it?
Literally. I was reading that like, why are y'all coming for them things?
But, okay, so let's talk about the spyware because
I just hit like 250 on TikTok.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
I'm not saying it for that. I'm saying don't talk about it. Because then the people
No,
gonna
you
stop
should
being
know,
on there.
but you should know, and then you can make a decision, educated.
Amen.
Because why would I? What's the information they're gathering? I don't even be on TikTok that much.
I mean, they would have. Really, what that comes down to is they have access to like your face, your profile, any of what you've clicked on, and they use all of that to predict stuff. Obviously, with like the fast fashion, they're using all that data of what you're wearing, what you're buying, and all that, and then putting that into their system of what they're making.
Can I tell Apple not to let it track me?
So that you can. There are caveats to that and how much you can actually control how much information they're taking. But a lot of it is as well. If you look at like TikTok in China versus TikTok in the U.S., it's vastly different. The stuff you're given.
Yeah.
Stuff in China, it's actually used as an educational tool.
Shut
for
up.
kids.
Yeah.
So all the videos they give are like super educational. And that all the videos that we're given over here are about
make
exactly.
more rah.
Exactly. In China, TikTok's not for that.
Yeah.
It's helping them, and in a way helping them, and then they're trying to use it to hurt us in a educational sense.
Yeah. We're always already behind the eight ball.
And they're siphoning a lot of the data and using that for their own means.
That's so scary.
Yes. There's a guy that I know from a long time ago. He and I used to work together at Best Buy.
Oh, I bought these earrings for Mel on her birthday.
did.
They're
I
so
love
pretty.
But he was Geek Squad at Best Buy, and like we have just stayed in contact. And then when I was at Netflix, he hit me up like, "Yo, I'm trying to come over there." Now he like works in tech at Netflix.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he is consistently said repeatedly, "Y'all don't need to be on TikTok."
Really?
And I'd be like, "I trust your opinion, but also I'm on there and go follow me." But he has said literally like what Cam is saying. But anyway, don't talk about that because that's not the point.
Okay, go for
The
it.
point is, that's why
because actually
this is why Shein was
and they're worse.
TikTok is catching strays.
Everything we just talked about TikTok, imagine Shein being worse.
Yes, that was the point. But basically, what the lawsuit claims is that Shein has an algorithm that is so sophisticated that it not only takes your information and like understands your trends, but it like scans the internet for products that based on the algorithm predicts that these products will be trendy. And so they then take that exact product, send it to their warehouse, and they make an exact replica of it. So it's not even just like a knockoff. You know, like Steve Madden is like king of like, I'm going to just change this.
It's a dupe.
It's a dupe. They're saying Shein is not duping it. They're literally replicating it, exact replication of it. And so they scan the internet, and so they're looking at big and small sites.
Because
they
you
don't
can
discriminate.
go on Zara and type in that dress or whatever, and go on Shein and type in like Zara orange dress.
Yeah, and it'll come up.
Yes,
because it's scanning big and small, takes their designs, and in the lawsuit they're saying it's not a person because it actually takes it exact, sends it directly to their warehouse, and then that item is then manufactured. It's made. But they only do a run of between 100 to 200, which is why their products are always out of stock, is because they do this small run. Shein says they do it to just test customer demand, but the lawsuit claims that they actually do it to see that if whoever they stole the design from is going to notice that their design has been stolen and then reach out and try to sue or try to gain money. And so what happens if you're like a small brand and you reach out, then they basically blame it on a third party organization. They say, "Oh, my bad. We actually only had this very small run. And so we're going to give you $500. We won't sell it anymore. We'll move on our way." If you're a larger company and then they stop, they say that, "Oh, my bad, whatever." If you decide that you want to actually sue, this is when the problem comes in. Okay. If you try to sue them, what you very quickly learn is that no one knows who actually owns Shein because they have set up so many shell companies, right? They have set up this network of companies that they say this person like just makes it and then they send it to this person and they send it to this person. And so they actually, lawyers literally are like, who the hell owns Shein? And so because of that, because it's now a network, and the part about RICO, the racketeering portion of RICO is that you've set up an illegal operation that you then are able to repeatedly gain income from. Like that is what racketeering is. And so based on this lawsuit, what they're saying is the illegal operation is continual copyright infringement, stealing of people's ideas, and then making money off of it. And then the organization part, the corporation, is that there is this network of companies that they've set up. And so all of those pieces together is why they're saying this is a RICO case and not just like a smaller, like sue this person.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I said, child, what?
That the thing is, and tell them, Mel, they said that this is a brilliant plan.
In the 52 pages, the complaint, the lawyer says it's brilliant.
This is brilliant.
I said.
You mean Shein's like structure?
Their structure.
Oh, yeah, because you, like you're saying, who do you put to sue?
Who do you sue?
Do you sue the company that takes the actual design or the one that makes
it?
So.
And then this is. Let me tell you why Shein is bold. Because these fools, y'all heard of Temu, Temu. It's like a new Amazon kind of thing. Shein is suing Temu for copyright infringement. Here's the thing.
That's pot and kettle.
But here's the problem. They created a brand new company in 2021 just to sue Temu. And so in the paperwork, because of course the lawyer for this RICO is like, so we were like, ooh, who is suing Temu? Because maybe that's the person, the company we can go after. They're saying this new company made in 2021 is also not the owners. They're just the people. What did they say? They own the website.
They're just the arm that we created in order to sue.
So they were like, we still can't even sue them. I said, what is happening here?
That is.
I mean, that's how like crime bosses have evade going to the police for so long.
Yes,
is that someone else takes the fall. So
brilliant,
Yeah, isn't it fascinating? I literally was like, huh. Let me find out Shein. The thing is that I do think that Shein is trying. Someone just mentioned this, trying to do a like image change because everyone was talking about their clothes are made in like sweatshops and stuff when they took like those micro influencers on that trip. But they must have knew this was coming.
Oh,
they was trying to get ahead of it because it makes no sense. And this is the other thing. I followed this one black TikToker girl and she was like, y'all, that was not their manufacturing plant. Do you guys understand how much stuff that they produce? It was not coming out of that little 12 by 12 manufacturing facility. Like, stop it. You guys, stop. They were really just trying to show y'all.
One of the people in the lawsuit, it's a woman. She came to them because they stole her products. So she came to them she reached out like, yo, y'all stole my stuff. So then they offered her $500 and then she was like, okay, whatever. And then they emailed her on some like, we want to collab. And she was like, do you know that you stole my stuff already? Why would I collab? So then they just stole it again.
Shut up. We should see on there if they stole any of our ideas. The problem with Shein is they really do have like super cheap stuff.
Yes.
Well, because part of this has been a thing in China for a while, the whole knockoff industry. Part of it is because over there, copyright laws are completely different. And for a time, they didn't respect any outside, like any foreign copyright. So that's why they could produce Nikes for themselves for super cheap because they have the schematics on how to make them at all the factories. So they just pass that around.
Absolutely. And take the Nike off.
They make cheaper materials. So they can sell.
That's what Alibaba is, low key.
Essentially.
When you go on Alibaba and they be like, low key, a couple of the manufacturers we found, they be like, and we manufacture for companies like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You be like, it's the exact same thing.
Well, and there's a huge thing coming up now is all the companies like, oh, we produce all of the linens for this hotel chain. So you buy it from us for like 300% off.
300% off.
That's what happened with Skims on Amazon. It was like, this is the people that do the stuff for Skims, buy it on Amazon without supporting Kim Kardashian, and it's a much cheaper price tag.
Yep. Ciao. I don't. This is just the filing of the paperwork. So what's going to be interesting is if it actually like what happens now. If they actually litigated, going to be are y'all going to court? Are they going to have to fight this? Is it really going to be a RICO? Or y'all this is just, because the other thing is go big, right? Go big and just hope for something small. But it's 3 people on the lawsuit, 3 named people in the lawsuit.
Who are the 3 people suing? Like, what's the dog they have in the fight?
So the first woman is the one I said, the 500. They offered her 500, and then the other 2, they literally there's images of their products that were.
Oh, so it's just 3 people that they actually did copyright infringement.
No, well, there's 3 people in this lawsuit. There's they've been sued a number of times.
Oh, shut up.
They always settle. They always like, It's okay. It's okay.
Got it.
So these are just the 3 people who have come together and announced that this is actually a larger, not an individual one-off. This is actually a RICO. So that's what's happening. But so we'll see. I don't know. It's gonna happen. Shein is still very much up. Okay. They were sending me ads as I was reading the 52 pages. Okay. You can still order from them. But I also, if you follow me on TikTok, I listed the 3 people who, because they have pages and they have products that they're selling. So I was just, if you so choose to support the people, the small businesses, the individuals who have been infringed upon, or claiming they have been infringed upon, then you can find that in my TikTok if you want to support
people. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy to
a mess. Okay, so that was that. Moving on. We can quickly talk about this because I do want to get to Sister Wives, but Kylie and Jordan Woods.
Oh, man.
Y'all know the story. A couple years ago, okay, if you don't, this is the quick version. A couple years ago, Kylie and Jordan Woods were best friends. Kylie Kardashian. They was best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came out on the blogs on the internet that Tristan, who was Khloe's baby daddy, kissed Jordan Woods at a party.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Big fight. They're now not friends anymore. Okay. Of course, Tristan continues to be in the picture and has 2 kids with Khloe and blah, blah, blah. But Jordan and Kylie are no longer friends. And so the big T on the internet is that they was seen at dinner. Regardless of like if you care about the Kardashians or not, or Jordan Woods and all of that. I mean, we can talk about that, but I also just felt like I wanted to talk about friendship in that way.
Yeah.
And like forgiving friends. It gets tricky.
It does. I think that... I think sometimes we have misdirected anger because I really feel like Khloe, for as angry as she could have been at Jordan, okay, I think there's like hearsay about how the kiss actually went down, yada. But let's just assume the worst happened in her mind, like the version that the Kardashians believe happened. You got to have the same smoke for Tristan. That's, I think, my problem.
Yeah.
You gonna ex-nix the friend that's been down with y'all since y'all were kids, this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, you gave Tristan time after time after time.
Yeah.
Went ahead and had a whole other kid with him after the fact. Like, and he didn't deserve it. So I just didn't understand, like, the smoke that wasn't, only to then have broken up.
Only to then have not be together.
Like, y'all not even together. It's not like y'all got married and went off into happy ever after land and that was just a blip in y'all relationship. No, he was still a Groupon.
Yeah. A Groupon.
Like, and now you're going to circle back and try to be friends with Jordan. Personally, if I were Jordan, I probably would take the conversation, like the dinner, lunch, whatever they had. I don't know that I could like engage with them in that way again. I might be like, I'm kind of cool off y'all.
I agree.
Because why did it take all this for y'all to finally see the light? Tristan was a hoe then, he is the hoe now.
Amen. But wait. If she, I'm not saying, I'm just going off of this. If she actually did kiss him, do you feel like the energy should have been for both then? No?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, got
it.
Okay.
The or maybe misdirected is wrong. I just feel like the smoke should have been equal.
Yeah. Okay.
They had way too much smoke for Jordan.
Yeah.
That she didn't have for Tristan. For Tristan to have then repeatedly, and previous to that, had cheated.
And I think he had another baby on her, right?
Yes,
Oh yeah, that was the whole thing.
Yes.
That was the whole episode. They were like, there's a baby on the
way. Like, yeah. I kind of feel like if you're going to be upset, girl, you got to be upset at both.
Yeah,
you got to be upset at both.
The other thing too, and this is related but not all the way connected, is that when it comes to romantic love, okay, and your family member being mad at their person, it gets touchy, and because they're gonna take them back a lot of times, and you still be mad, okay? You're mad at their partner and they loving their partner again, and now just you are mad.
Correct.
And so it'd be like, honestly, I love you and I love whatever you choose to do.
No, for real, you do have to you have to remove yourself from that investment because you will end up mad.
And now you continue to look, Khloe continued to look stupid, and now Kylie is on a dinner date with Jordan. This could have all been avoided.
Yeah, correct.
Everybody's dumb.
Correct.
Anyway, wait, before we go into this Mel Takes TV, because Melissa is going to take TV today. But before we do that, we have a vacation coming up.
Yes.
And before we go on it, Have we vacationed a lot together? I guess on cruises, family stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you do smaller vacations, I mean, we just kind of did, but like, do you prefer planned itineraries or do you get there and figure it out?
I do like an itinerary, but I don't like a jam-packed itinerary. So I do like anchors. So like on this day we have a dinner reservation, but the top of the day we're free. On this day, we have an activity, but maybe for lunch and dinner, it's on your own.
Got it.
Like, I don't mind. I like to have at least something in the day that's like anchored. Like, especially if you're on with a group, I like to know, like, we are all going to meet up for dinner. Yeah, and this is the time. And during the day, do what you want to do. I don't really care if I see you, if I don't. On this day, we're going to go on a cruise and everybody's going to be ready and we're going to do that. Like, I do like that. And with me and Kevin, we pretty much, there's at least one thing, but actually, depending on how long the vacation is, I do like a day that's like nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah. So I don't know what you call that, but like an anchor per day, one day that's kind of flexible, and then the rest you figure out.
When Greg and I go on vacation, I don't want no plans.
None?
I be like, I'll let you know when I get there how I feel. Okay? And then when I get there, I go to the little help desk and I'd be like, what y'all got to offer?
But have you ever wanted to do something and couldn't?
Absolutely, that has happened. I do not. I'd be like,
oh, you don't care?
Oh, well, wasn't meant to be.
Hilarious.
I hate plans on vacation.
Oh.
I hate if it's planned. I'd be like, okay, so like this is not I literally enjoy waking up and being like, what do I want to do today?
Hilarious.
And then figuring it out. What's available? Oh, it's not available today? Okay, well then alternate plan. I'm going to sit by the beach and enjoy margaritas, Mai Tais. I am not a planned itinerary gal when it comes to like true vacation. When I know when it's a group, like you need structure and you need order. So like I understand, but I'm talking like true vacation. If it's like vacation, me and Greg, don't put none on my plans.
How long can you do that?
For the entire time.
Really?
Absolutely.
I feel like I would get bored with sitting on the beach after so many days.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I like structured freedom. Is that what it's called? Structured freedom?
That sounds like the opposite of enjoyment.
I like a little bit of both. I like a little bit of both. That's so funny.
Tell
so what are we doing when we go on vacation? No, it's going to be structured freedom.
Oh yeah, I don't. This isn't
a true vacation.
It doesn't even. No, it's not. It just feels like we're doing like a thing.
No, we are doing a thing.
Anyway, put in the comments. I want to know if y'all are like
that's so funny.
On vacation, figure it out, or like
do you like museums?
Absolutely not.
Oh man, I'm so happy you said that.
I'm not going to a museum. I'm not doing that.
Loves a good museum. Oh my God, I can't stand it. There's a lot of things I'm willing to do on a vacation. I do not want to go to a museum.
Absolutely not. I actually, if like places that. Here's what I'll say. When I was deciding where we were going to go for our honeymoon, people at my job, and they were like older than me. I was 27 or something like 8. No, I don't know. Anyway, people were throwing out places to go for our honeymoon. And I was like, oh, I don't consider that a vacation place. like
what? Then?
Europe.
Oh
well, God. Not like many places in. I'm not going to London for my honeymoon. That's not a place that is considered. I'm not going to Paris. I understand that Paris Italy seems beautiful and like a place I would want to go. Not for my honeymoon. Like for me, and maybe it's just I need to enjoy other things. I can take that on the chin if that's how you feel. But like, give me the Caribbean.
I agree.
You prefer tropical.
Absolutely.
Do nothing. You don't want that no stress. No. They don't have to do anything.
Yes. Kind of places where it's like you can go on
it's historical and so you want to
lesson.
Yeah.
I'm like, or I can go taste 10 flights of tequila. That's my kind of vacation. Not cooking lessons. That's just me though. That's how I like to vacation.
I mean, it makes sense because, like, if you're going to Europe, typically those are like, we need an itinerary for where you're going.
Yeah, because you're trying to see the things in Europe. You're trying to see Big Ben. Like, you're trying to do the things. But I do agree that to me, child, I'm about to give y'all a controversial opinion. I don't like London. I don't like Paris. And Kevin has tried to convince me that I am crazy up until recently. Apparently, Twitter has been on fire saying that Paris is not the place. Matter of fact, when we were just in Vegas, he was talking about it. I was like, don't do me. don't. And he was like, well, actually, no, don't change your mind now. I've been telling you this since it is at best a one trip city.
Yes.
You do not need to go multiple times. I feel the same way about London.
For the amount of tourism these days,
It's
that makes
not.
sense.
I'm just like, I did it. I seen it. That's it. That's all. The food in London is garbage. And
I'm
while
not a
the
fan.
food in Paris is better, they don't eat like that.
No, they don't.
So it's not like you're going to get, like, girl, no, I don't need to go back. I'm sorry. I don't.
I agree with you.
I don't. No, my answer is no. However, I enjoyed Venice.
Oh.
I enjoyed Rome,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know.
Ooh.
I may go back.
Rome?
So that's what I was going to say. But I don't know that I would go back to Rome.
Okay. I agree. I would love to go to Rome to like go. But the problem is I don't know if I'm ever going to go because if I have the opportunity to go to Rome, that means I have an opportunity to go somewhere else and I would always choose the other
So
place.
what I would do though, this is how personally I would do it. Go do 3-4 cities.
Oh yeah,
and
Europe's always
decide.
like multiple.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not.
destination
Don't
kind
go
of
to
thing.
Rome and be there for 4-5 days. You there too long.
Yeah.
You
Go there,
like
go
a
for
day
two.
or two to each
Yeah,
place, and, you
and
just
then
fly
spend.
everywhere or take
But
a
know
train.
that that's the type of vacation you're signing up for.
Yeah.
And that's an itinerary. Like you're going.
And
to
that's
a
what I'm
city
saying,
to
that's
do
an
something.
itinerary.
And I don't want that.
Yeah.
I do want to go to Greece. That is
I
our
love
list.
Greece.
I do want to go to Greece so bad.
You could probably get more of the vibe you're looking for with more of the coastal, like Mediterranean
Yeah.
spots.
Yeah.
When we went to Barcelona, you guys didn't
Yeah,
go, but
nope.
we went with Jay and Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite trips I've taken actually with Jay and Tammy. I enjoyed the best sangria I've had in my entire life.
Oh, wow.
It was freaking phenomenal. It was so good. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend Paris. I wouldn't recommend
Well,
London.
go if you like to go see it, right? Because seeing the like,
yeah.
You're really into architecture, art.
yes.
Yeah.
culture,
That's a
then
good point.
go
Yeah.
for that. But
If
also,
you're-
there's better places. I feel like in France that you'd get more of the culture because it's just so touristy in Paris now.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, child. It is what it is. Go, but
Go.
go once.
Amen.
And if you're like, I'm saving all my money, where should I go? Don't go there.
Hello.
Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. If this is your big lifetime trip,
Yeah. Unless that's your jam,
unless that's your jam.
then it's not. If it's not your jam, then it won't be your jam.
But if it's, I've been telling Kevin this for the matter of fact, our last very expensive, the dude who did the Egypt trip
Yeah.
for us, he was trying to get us to go to Paris, and I was like, no.
No.
I don't want to go. I don't like. It's because I didn't plan it. I don't know where you're gonna take me, but I don't want to go back. I promise you, I don't.
No.
It's not for me. I'm so sorry. No.
Not for me. So sorry.
Okay. Last thing we're gonna talk about is okay. This is the Takes TV. I feel like something's in my ear. This is what's happening. Okay, we are going to discuss Sister Wives because. First of all, I didn't know the number of black people in these white people's business.
Hello.
I was unaware that there was so many, but I made that post and so many people have been watching from the beginning. I have not watched from the beginning, okay? I've watched probably straight through seasons. I was just checking today, probably season 14, 13 or so. Did I go further back than that?
That's so many
I know.
seasons.
But they take such huge breaks.
Oh, okay.
So I was able to catch up. But now I'm going back to season 9
oh,
because that's the season where Mary was catfished.
okay.
And I need that context.
Oh, okay.
I know what happened because they talk about it all the time and I definitely understand what happened, but I want to see it play out.
Got it.
If you are just starting,
Like me.
like Mel, and you want to catch up, my recommendation is that you watch season 9 because that's the catfish season. You cannot miss that season from what I'm told because that's when everything changes. The dynamics change for Mary and the husband, whose name I can't remember. Cody.
can't either. Cody.
Okay. Plus also, Chad, I just started. I'm only on episode like 3 of that season. That's also the season Mary and Cody get legally divorced.
Oh.
And it was her idea. I didn't realize that.
Oh.
So they get legally divorced so he can adopt the kids of favorite wife's first husband's kids. Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes. And so as soon as she does it, I think immediately she feels like this was a
Yeah.
bad idea.
Yeah,
Like, why did I
yeah.
do this? But now it's done. And so all these years later,
wow.
to see how it all unfolds, it's
Yeah.
very interesting. The other thing that's really interesting is that, in the beginning, they each have their like sayings.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, knowing where we are today, Cody's like, I believe love should be multiplied and not divided. And I'm like, well, you're dividing now.
Yes,
you're
yes,
definitely dividing
absolutely.
now. And then one of the girls is like, I believe we always should have been this way. This was God's destiny or God's plan for us or something like that. And I've always had such great relation. I didn't marry for Cody. I married for the sister wives.
Oh.
I laughed out loud. I laughed out loud because you now know where they all are.
Yeah.
It is so hilarious. So that happened. So I would watch season 9. And then personally, I haven't watched the in between. So y'all have to tell me if I'm missing stuff, people that's watched through all the seasons.
Yeah.
But personally, I would watch season 9 and then pick up at about season 13, 14.
Okay.
And even if you didn't do that, I would at the very least watch the COVID seasons.
Okay.
And the reason why is because they do so much flashbacks that I felt like I was fully invested. And I didn't pick up until 1 or 2 seasons ago.
Got it.
So it was enough for me to understand that there was catfishing. It was enough for me to understand that favorite wife was favorite wife. It was enough for me to understand that Christine was on her way out.
Okay.
It was enough for me to figure out that Janelle was low-key on her way out. It was enough for me to figure out that Mary needed to go, but for whatever reason, she's being a dum-dum and she's holding on. Like, I was able to grasp all of that.
Okay.
And COVID, to me, the COVID years were the years where everything imploded.
Okay.
Because they were all forced to deal with the issues that were already there.
Yes.
So that's my recommendation.
Okay. So wait, COVID are what season?
So I would start with
season 9 is the contact season.
Yes.
And then the COVID season.
And then I would probably start. Okay, here we go. I would probably start at season 15.
15.
Yeah, because I remember this basement wife episode.
Okay.
So you would do 15, 16, 17. Is this season 17 or 18? You may have 2 or 3 seasons to watch. And I promise you'll have enough context.
Okay.
You'll have enough context.
Okay. When does the new season
August
start?
20th.
Okay, so we got like a month.
You got like a month.
Okay.
To catch up and get in these white people's business because.
And that's the thing. I hadn't watched Sister Wives. And then Melissa talked about it so much. And one day I was at her house and she just had it on. And I was like, well, what's happening here? Okay. Y'all know I like a little tea. I love reality and I love real life tea. And this is drama, right? At the heart of it, it is just a mess.
It's a mess.
And I love a good mess. So we are going to be talking about it when the season starts in a month.
Yes, the season starts
in a month. So get the context you need. So
I will go back to the very beginning, but because it's so many seasons.
That's a lot of seasons.
It's a lot of seasons to commit to. And I worked my way backward instead of starting from the beginning. That's why I may have watched a little bit more. Let me see here. Let me see season 12. Oh, no, I didn't watch season 12. Anyway. Oh, no, I watched through season 13, though. Yeah, I watched through season 13. So I've watched season 13 forward, and then I'm just now starting on season 9. We're also going to review it on The Bald and the Beautiful, though, as well. But, those dynamics are different. The dynamics are different. So as long as Angel and Marcus are with it, and actually I'll talk to them about it. As long as they are committed to the white people's mess that is this mess, then we'll do it. Okay, so that's it, girl. Oh, and make sure y'all watch the non-talking trailer that TLC just posted today. Because this is what I want you to pay attention to. It cracks. The picture cracks, but pay attention to where they put the cracks. And where they didn't put the cracks.
Hilarious.
It tells you everything you need to know. It tells you everything you need to know. It tells you everything you need to know.
Wait, before we go, I just want to do a Florida man with the Florida rather.
Okay.
And then we can get out of here. So I'm going to put your birthday.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, Florida man. And the first one that comes up, I'm going to read the headline.
Oh, Lord.
Florida man with no arms charged with stabbing man with scissors.
Wait, was he stabbing with his toes?
A 46-year-old man with no arms was arrested for stabbing another man with a pair of scissors using his feet.
That's fantastic. That's just freaking fantastic.
I don't even know.
What he basically said is, you guys like to limit me because I don't have arms. And what I'm here to say is I am differently abled.
Differently abled.
And I will stab you.
Still.
You don't feel threatened because I don't have arms. What you don't know, you can still catch these hands.
Listen, F around and find out.
And that's exactly what happened.
That man found out.
That's exactly what happened. That man found out. I'm not mad. I was going to say something and I forgot. They said, did they handcuff him? I don't know, girl.
Oh, did they handcuff
Y'all out
him?
here being shady. I'm hushing before we get canceled.
I just read the headline. We just got the context.
I don't even know what happened after that. Y'all saw, look, I shut my computer because that was too much for me.
I don't know what happened. Your birthday and Florida man. That's what happened in Florida on that day. So there you go.
Oh my God. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I really did have something else to say. I forgot. Oh, I know what I was going to say. We didn't review the Aries show Ready to Love because The Bold and the Beautiful not normally, since we started essentially, go on vacation the month of July. Oh. And so we weren't able to start it or finish it because of that gap. So we won't be back until like the last week of July, maybe right before August. I don't remember when that week starts. But that's the reason why we didn't. So that kind of sucks because it would have been nice to see Aries on there.
Yep.
But I just want to let you guys know that was the reason why, because we always take a break. Generally speaking, all the podcasts take a break, but at the last minute, y'all know they've been talking about it, so I can be transparent. Podcast ads are down. Okay? Podcast ads are down. I don't know. It's just down. Okay? That's just the situation. And we pay the Kev on Stage. Our employees are paid very, very well. And they get a flat salary. So when ads are doing well, fantastic. That means Kevin and Melissa make money. When ads are not doing well, that means Kevin and Melissa make less money, but our employees make money because they just receive a salary. And so they decided to keep going, okay, amen, during the summer. So if we give you a code to use.
Amen. Use that code.
Please use it. We don't receive a kickback. It just says, oh, your people like this. We'll go ahead and book another spot.
Yes.
So it just helps us tell our advertisers that we have an audience that rock with us. So if there's any, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you one step further. The last thing I'm gonna say, if you listen to another podcast and you're like, Melissa, they have this ad and it's actually a product that I really like, how come y'all don't advertise with them? Girl, tell me.
Yes.
Tell me so I can tell my people, this is who my people want to buy from. They will actually use the GJ code.
Yes.
They will actually use the HTT code. They will actually use the TBTB code if we bought from these people. Let me know, because then I can tell the people, because I'm the one that be helping us do the situations. Okay? So let me know. Okay? Amen. Hallelujah.
Amen and amen. All the codes.
All right. Yes. All the codes, girl. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode of Gin and Juice. Thank you so much to our podcast sponsor, HelloFresh.
Yes.
Please use the code. We'll see you guys. Actually, we'll see you guys on Friday.
Oh, yeah. We're going to go live on Friday.
We'll go live on Friday because we won't go live next week because we will be in Mexico. Yeah. All right. Bye.